It's green. Like
Ooh,
green
if
and black.
headshot had stayed there, he could have got shot there on the leg.
Harry's watching cafe.
Yeah.
Harry was
Oh, there
looking
is
for
a
that nut shot.
mid-bridge.
Alright guys, thank you for your patience while we get that sorted out for you. Of course, as you can tell on stream, this is the Go for Modern Combat 5 Android 5-on-5 Cup number 12. There have been cups before, but this I believe will be the first time you're going to get to see it for yourselves. We won't waste too much time and get straight into our first game. Let's see what it's going to be. Which is going to be Creed versus Newtuck. Oh, I'm being told I put one a cup too short. That's number 13. Let's get that changed over. But yeah, guys, as expected with the delightful hacksaw, there will be giveaways during the course of the stream, so please do stay tuned. There'll be one giveaway going away on YouTube, on Twitch, on Mobcrush, and on Facebook, so hopefully all of those are working. Just make sure we've got the right teams. Yes, so it's going to be Creed on the right hand side. I'll get that changed over for you guys, so you know who it is you're looking at. Newtuck. Alright, shouldn't be too much longer before in there, just try and make sure everything's in place. For our first round of competition. Phew! I do apologise if there's any mistakes on the stream. This is going to be my first time as starting out doing streaming for Modern Combat 5 for quite some time. My name is Peter Counterfeit Hartnell, and I'm going to be with you for the rest of the tournament. While we're just waiting for us to get these guys to get into game, let's hope that's all goes to plan.
Time for action.
Let's jump right in. Of course. Okay. I've gotten put in as a player. That's going to be a bit of a pain. Hopefully that won't be an issue. Oh boy. Oh boy. Not a great start to things. I have to just get myself killed and then I don't know if I can switch out to spectate from here. Doesn't look like it. Alright. We'll just have to wait for someone to find us and murder us. Alright, while we're waiting for that to happen, let's make sure we've got all of these things up to date. Let's see. So the red team's going to be Creed. Let's make sure that fits on stream. And the blue team's going to be Newtuck. Alright, yeah, please do let us know if there's anything which is awry. We're still trying to figure out everything here on the Android side of things. Hopefully, someone's going to end up shooting me in the face before too much longer. So we've actually got a spectate view to go off of. I think these guys... Oh, actually, I think I can just kill myself. Nope, not even that lucky. Alright, let's get ourselves up into a precarious... I'm going to see... I'm going to see if I can get them to restart this one, because evidently there's no team which could possibly lose if I was on their side. But yes, the giveaways will start that after the first round of competition has been done. And as suggested, I'm going to leave the match and get ourselves started all over again. Not the best of starts, perhaps you might say, but hey, this gives us a chance to make sure everything is in place. While we're waiting, why don't we have a quick look through and see how the bracket is doing. Okay, so let's see if we can find those guys who were just watching in the bracket. Are they all the way down the bottom? Oh boy, there's a lot of people here. So, New Tuck going up against Creed to be able to get through. Wow, it's actually a round of 64 coming as our first one, so we must have a lot of teams in here today. They'll be going up against D Squad. Of course, nobody wants to be on the same side of the bracket as Score Gaming, and those guys are very much going to be so. Let's see how it's going forth. Okay. So I think we can get ourselves back into game once more. I do apologise. My Modern Combat 5 skills are pretty inept. I'm mostly a PC player myself, but I do enjoy the Android one as well. Definitely not somebody that you'd like to have on their team, because you get absolutely destroyed without mercy. Yeah, guys, please let me know if how this sound and everything is, and if there's anything we need to adjust. Unfortunately, the game sounds and things are going to be a little bit difficult to hear, perhaps, because I had to do a bit of a workaround to get you anything you can hear. But please let me know if I'm too loud, if I'm too quiet, if the game's too loud, too quiet, and I'll mix things up for you. For any of you who are just joining us, I'm Counterfeit, bringing you today. Of course, we will have the delightful Hacksaw back for his regular slots as well tomorrow. But today, because this is a special thing to bring you the Android tournament, we're getting a little bit different this time round. Alright, so while we're waiting for this set up, because I'm in the spectate for the new game, so hopefully we'll get those in there in just a second. Let's have another quick look up and down the bracket. So of course we've got our heroes of this story, New Tuck and Creed, who we're going to be seeing it facing off in our first round, with D Squad waiting in the wings. Of course, as mentioned before, Score Gaming never too far away. As far as streaming Score Gaming goes, I'm trying to steer away from that, if only because Score Gaming tends to win everything. And if possible, I'd like to be able to follow some challengers, perhaps, rather than just watching Score Gaming do what they do best, which is absolutely squash everything. As far as other games go, I would definitely ask on the Facebook page. If any of you guys are interested in these tournaments, of course, please do make your way across to the ESL Play page, where all of these tournaments are being hosted from, and you can join in with your own team and win yourself some tasty credits. It looks like we've got at least most of one team into the lobby, but not too many more. I'm having a look through here just to check and see if there's any particularly interesting names coming up who I've come across a few times before. Insanity, of course. Rush Unity. Let's see. What I was hoping to see is if we had, well, yes, as SS Gaming is saying, New Tuck, Hacksaw is going to be doing the streaming on Sunday. I believe at some point, I'll be hoping to join him for one stream or another, just so he doesn't get lonely. But yeah, So to give you guys a little bit of a history lesson in case you're not fully up to date. Newtuck, the Austrian team, nearly won back in number 11. They overcome number 11, but they lost out, much like everybody loses out, to Score Gaming in the finals. In the time before that, in number 10, they actually lost out to Princesses, who I don't think are in this particular tournament. Let's have a quick look up again to see if that's the case. Doesn't seem to be. But it's going to be tough to be able to get themselves... I mean, they'll very quickly get to collide with Score Gaming and find out if they can actually manage to get over the most enormous team in Modern Combat 5 at the moment. But, well, at least Modern Combat 5 Android. What? I had hopes... I'm just going to have a quick check and see what's going on with one of the teams which doesn't seem to be in this game. If it does go too much longer, then we might just go to a custom game. But I'm hoping we can at least get one round of competition in before that. We'll see. We'll give it a couple of minutes. Just gonna ask. Okay. In fact, tell you what. Because it's what the crowd wanted, and by the crowd I mean one person, but that's a very determined one person. We're gonna throw ourselves across to... Oops. A surprise guest for the first round. Which of course is going to be the very favourite team of all favourite teams that ever were. In the form of Score Gaming. Let's jump into the spectate. So let's have a look through the brackets. So Score Gaming are going to be going up against Savage. So let's get that all updated. Alright, and we won't have to wait too much longer before we do get into the game itself. Let's see. Yep, all looks pretty groovy from over here. So it'll just be a few more seconds before we go into what's theoretically our second round of competition, because we don't have exactly the right number of players to fill out the full 64-player bracket. Some of these guys just move forward. So Score Gaming and Savage both didn't have opponents in the first round, so they're just jumping straight into their second round. Oh, and Rob, thank you for the advice on Mob Crush, letting us know that these sounds are right. Of course, we'll keep on tweaking things to make sure you get the perfect viewing experience. Shouldn't be only a few seconds longer before we're into the first game, and it is going to be on Scramble, so we get the chance to see some real mess. Alright guys, this is what you've been waiting for all this time. Let's jump across and catch us some quick score action. And Score do not mess around, immediately taking 3 kills, 4 kills, only dropping 1 in the initial skirmish of this game. Moving up to number 5, of course, Danielle, a firm favourite with a lot of kills. Then there's EMP strike coming in on Score side, as well as the recon aircraft. We've got a big swarm building up here for Creed. But I don't know if it's going to be the best of moves. Danielle does get taken down, which is not the most common of occurrences. Now we'll move across to Marek, see if Marek can find his way through to pick up even more. Score performing exactly as expected. Bringing in their military support and bringing the pain. Auto turret's going to be coming through almost certainly very quickly. We'll see if it gets deployed anywhere particularly tasty. Of course, we can always jump across onto Creed and see how Strider is doing. He's got the high ground, Anakin, but he's going to be struggling if he comes across. Remember, no, he does. We do see Danielle getting taken down. Creed not going to be intimidated by Oh, and of course, need to update the names on here as well. There we go. I do apologise, that was a bit confusing. So yes, as expected, score with a fairly substantial lead, which just keeps on getting more substantial. But so far, I give a lot of credit to Creed that they are still fighting pretty darn fiercely. Managing to keep that lead from extending any further. But drone's going to be coming out as well. Going to make it that much harder for Creed to be able to pull themselves back any further into this game. Kill lead extending to 13. Though we are seeing a surprising amount of kills being traded back. Unfortunately for Creed, it doesn't look particularly good for them. They keep dropping further and further behind. Going to need to do something particularly special to see yet another kill coming in. Let's follow a few other Creed players. Or we would if they weren't dropping like absolute flies. No idea how to refer to that guy there. So let's go back to Strider, who's at least got a semi-sensible name. Still, Strider perhaps trying to seek shelter, but there is no shelter to be found. Of course, gun attacks will be our next focus of inquiries. And the kills continue to mount up for score. Only a few left. I do apologise if there are any issues with the stream going out. We'll have to see if we can do anything about that. Please let me know if it's anything we can do on this end. As we are surely coming into the closing moments of the match. Big rocket there, taking out multiple members of Creed. Just 2 more kills. We'll see score put away this first game very comfortably. And that's exactly what they do. Alright guys, let's get this all updated. Score up against Savage. That all seems to be okay. Let's get out of this game. Alright. Let's get Score's logo in here as well. Because really, why not? Oh. Alright, to absolutely nobody's surprise, score move ahead 1-0 straight away. We'll see about getting into game number 2. I do apologise about the problems with the stream. Can see if I can try and figure out what's going on there. We'll start our first giveaway after we've completed our first game. So I've changed a few things around in here. Hopefully that won't be too much longer before we get moving to the second game. Of course, going on past performance, we should be... Well, we're most likely going to be looking at a 2-0 pass. But Savage, they've certainly fought pretty darn hard in that last game. Perhaps they can somehow manage to at least put up a good showing. Yes, while we're waiting for all of that stuff to get ready, I'm just going to bring up a few bits and pieces here. I do apologize for that. In case any of you guys are curious, I'm passing my Android phone through to my PC to stream this one today, so if you see anything odd pop up on the stream, that will be why. Yes, something to get ready for if you're thinking about joining in the giveaway on any number of our platforms today is to have the hashtag with the round number. So for instance, we are currently in, let's see, try and bring up the current game. Well, I'd say, but when we're going to be doing the giveaway, it will be hashtag RO32, followed by your platform and your dog tag for 500 credits. So do not do this quite yet, we're going to be doing this afterwards. The first one, since it seems to be the most active, will be on YouTube. So as and when I say, we'll run the giveaway for the duration of the rest of the round, and that will finish at the time at which that round finishes itself. If any of you guys are interested in joining in, of course, do knock yourself across to the play.eslgaming.com and go across to the Modern Combat section and join in with, just sign up there, join in with a team of yours, and then have all the fun that you can eat. Just gonna quickly do a bit of a restart on a few things this time, just to make sure we've got the best possible viewing experience for you in the next games. So where you guys we're being exceptionally patient with the FPS problems. I think that for the second game round it should be a lot better. Yep, all the settings put as high as they possibly can be, so that should all be fine. I'm going to check in and see. Okay, yes, we have got our second game almost ready. I don't want to speak too soon. But I'll be getting into lobby. Of course, we're going to be seeing the swap of sides, with Score making their way over to the red side. Savage. Over to the blue. And we shouldn't be too much longer because the guys all are already and in a lobby itself. So it shouldn't be too much longer. This one is, of course, going to be on Vantage. It's going to be another team battle. No objectives to fight over for other team, apart from just brutally murdering each other. Honestly, I'd be pretty impressed if we could see Savage move forward and bring this to a game 3. Certainly, I know the SS Gaming in the chat not giving him rating too much of their chances, but they're definitely not going to have any chance whatsoever if they don't believe that they can do it. Guys, please do let us know in the chat. Do you think, are you with SS Gaming thinking that Score is going to win. Oh, Hacksaw, is it the microphone volume I could use to increase? Let's... Let's get ourselves moved across that. Oh, that's a little bit odd. Just a second. I'm going to try and figure out what's going on there, because I think something's gone a little bit wonky. Hopefully we'll be back with you guys in just a moment. Okay, it looks like I might have had a little bit of a technical problem on this end. I'm going to see if I can get us back into the game. Yes, Hacksaw, I've turned up my microphone a little bit now. Please let me know if that's enough. That's a little bit unfortunate if that's going to mean that the... Well, I'll do my best to try and get back into that game. We'll see how far I get. Let's see if I can get straight back into that game. Okay. I'm hoping... Oh, like... Well, so I've managed to get back into the game. I'm hoping that it won't drop me in as one of the players, because that would be pretty unfortunate. But we'll see. Hacksaw is... well, he's actually in the chat on the Mob Crush side of things. Not casting this one today, but...
It's time for action.
Oh man. I don't know if I can rejoin... Yes, I think it is going to put me in as a player, and then it's going to run into a few issues once again. I think we might have to skip that particular one since it seems like it's having issues, and perhaps see if we can pick ourselves up with another match in a little while. Of course, there is a possibility that if I went in... I'm just checking with the admins to see if there's any way. Okay, well, as you guys are saying, I think you're probably right. That we probably can't get back in as a spectate. I do apologise. Oh, apparently my voice is now too loud. Okay, well, given that that doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon, which I can only apologise, these things do happen occasionally, then we might as well... Oh, actually, saying all of this, I'm just gonna put my microphone a little bit lower in case that's a little bit too loud for some people. I certainly do appreciate you guys picking with us. let's have a look. So I heard that you guys like giveaways. Well, since we are currently in RO32, so please don't jump the gun on this, but all you guys, if you can jump across onto the YouTube page and then drop in the hashtag RO32, then your platform, and then your dog tag, then it will be entered in to win 500 credits of your very own. And we'll just keep an eye on that for the time being while we're waiting to get started up with the next one. So say again, that's RO32. Your platform, for example, Android, PC, iOS. And then your dog tag, whatever that may be. So need that all in one thing, otherwise I won't be able to get you any kind of code. So 3 things, RO32, your platform, and your dog tag on the YouTube chat. That's the only chat that's going to count right now. So please to get in there. SS Gaming, you almost managed it, you got RO32, but not the rest of it. So this is going to be the YouTube giveaway for the time being. We'll do the mob crush a little bit later on. So we've got 4 to get through. There we go. SS Gaming was the first one through. So we've got, let's see, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll do one every round. Please do only enter once, it will not increase your chances of winning if you do enter multiple times, and it will merely just confuse me. Alright, just copying across all of your ones to a sheet here. Looks like we're doing pretty well. I'll just have a quick check in and see how things are going as far as the... oh, and in update news while we're waiting for everything to get going. To absolutely nobody's surprise whatsoever, School Gaming won that one. Modern Combat 5 Gaming definitely have got yours in there already, so you need to keep pasting it in the chat, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. Alright, well while we're waiting, let's go back across to the bracket and get that updated. Alright, so for any of you guys, just to recap while we're waiting for the next things to get started, if you'd like to enter in, and please do not enter multiple times because it's getting me confused. I don't know who's coming or going, but you'll definitely not get more than one entry if you enter more than one time. But yes, so if you do hashtag RO32, then your platform, then your dog tag, you'll get entered in for your 500 credit giveaway. So we've got a few guys here already. Okay. Keeping an eye on things to make sure we get back in. Alright, well, while we're waiting, let's have a look through and see if we can spot what's been going on. So, as expected, Score Gaming have moved themselves on to the next round. But for everyone else, I think we're still going to be going a little bit longer before they meet up. We don't have a winner yet of New Tuck versus Creed. So I'm interested to see who ends up with that. And Erupt, that's a good question. I need to get set up properly on a few of these different platforms, make sure I've got my proper profile picture in everywhere. I made a new account to be able to comment as Counterfeit today. Thank you, Adeline, for your entry. Nikhil, thank you for your entry as well. Alright, let's keep an eye on what's going on. Alright, if any of you guys are playing... Oh, that's a good point. Good. One of the admins gave me a great idea. While we're waiting... Let's host up. If you guys are, let's see. Well, in the honor of it being an Android league, let's start off at least with an Android game. So while we get things sorted out on that side, let's set up. Let's see. With the passkey ESL on Android. I set up a Streets game. Oh, I say that, of course. And I realised I put it wrong. Let's see. Okay, so ESL will be the passkey. We'll go for construction site. And we're just starting that one up now. Alright, so please do come and join in just to kill some time while we wait for things to get going. Let's put this across. So bear in mind, anyone who joins my team will almost certainly get absolutely slaughtered. Absolutely slaughtered. because I'm truly atrocious on Android. I'll probably host one on PC because I can at least put up some level of a fight on PC, but on Android, it's more like I'm just walking around giving kills to people, but hey, that's half the fun. Also, the passkey is ESL for anyone who's come with this one late, so we'll put a hold on the competition entries for the time being on YouTube, and we'll pick that up later on for the Mob Crush one. Whoops. That went a little wonky. There we go. You enjoy my nice Android phone background. Oh, that's a little strange. It seems to have knocked itself out of there. So let's just transition back to the bracket again and see if we can get that one set up. I do apologise. It is probably merely my terrible Android device that's doing this. But I'll quickly get that set up again for you guys, so we're not hanging around doing anything for too much longer. Alright, there we go. Pro game. So passkey is going to remain. So ESL 1. That's ESL and the number 1. Let's get that one set up. I do apologise for that. I had a little technical issue on this end, but I'm going to get it set up all over again. There we go. So the passkey is ESL 1. Yes, and the group should be better now. Alright, looks like things are going to be still waiting for a little bit longer. So please to join passkey ESL1 for what will truly be an atrocious game. As I said before, on Android, I am particularly inept. Alright, so we've got one challenger. Thank you. Oh, it's ESL no space, so passkey is ESL1. Let's get some of these guys in here. But let's see. So at the moment we've got a good old 3v2 going on. Can we get any more people in here? Alright, we're getting some real numbers in here now. Alright, one more and I think we'll have a full and terrible game going. Alright, let's waste no more time and prepare to witness the worst Modern Combat 5 playing you've ever seen in your whole freaking life. I will of course keep an eye on my admin chat to make sure that we get back into competition as soon as is humanly possible. But for now, we're going to take to the streets. And I'm glad you're a noob because, honestly, I've been playing it a fair bit. I still have not become good at the game, especially not on Android, where I'm still trying to adjust. I've kind of taken refuge on the PC platform where it's going a lot easier. Fabio Jr., I'm using a Hawaii Honor, which is a very random phone, which I chose without too much niceness, but it seems to be pretty decent. Has a reasonable battery life and seems to be coping fairly well with Modern Combat 5. Alright, let's get started on this. As you can tell, it's
remaining.
Oh, looks like I didn't get in time. But hey, while we're waiting, let's look around the map. Well, did not take us long. Oh,
Let's kill him.
is the music too loud, Interrupt? I can certainly see about changing that. Alright, if I actually manage to hit anybody, it's going to be a small miracle. Alright, that box had it coming.
4 friendlies remaining.
Yep, that went about as well as expected.
2 friendlies remaining.
Alright, let's see what we can do with dramatic camera angles.
3 enemies remaining.
Yes, my loadouts are only the best loadouts, and you should definitely copy them. Because I am the most professional player that ever came. So, while we're here, let's take a nice look around.
Intel package
Nothing
inbound.
too much going over here. Oh, hello. Going up high. Let's go back there again. I think things might be about to break out in the central courtyard area. We can go for a Chinese afterwards. Oh, hello. Cheeky blinder. And there we go, red team. Taking it pretty decisively once again. Don't worry guys, I'll carry them to victory. Alright, so it's all about getting aggressive early, getting aggressive often, and running directly at people and hoping for the best. If someone stands direct... If I get behind somebody, I can probably stab him. Nope! Alright. Well... Oh yes, for clarity, I'm definitely not a developer. Just doing some streaming stuff for these guys. But yeah, if any of you guys feel motivated to download the game on your Android phone and join in, please do so. That'd be a lot of fun. Ooh.
Match lost.
Looks like I'm using the visor software, which I think I just need to do a quick restart on to get it working. There we go. So Termat. A lot of people's names are very hard to read. Doing pretty well in this game. We'll see. Yes, what I think I'll do is drop out of this one and see about setting us up with a team deathmatch, because that way I can get killed a whole lot more times. That's all going. Yes, do let me know if if there's any technical problems with the stream. I am keeping an eye on... I'm using a program called Visor to be able to get my Android stuff onto the screen, and it seems to sometimes not be the most stable of things, so I might see if I can find something else. But it seems to be okay for the most part. I'm not sure if anyone's actually going to join this Rush game, but I'm going to drop out and make a game called ESL 2. Yazan, I'm sorry that you weren't able to join in. But let's exit out of here, and you can all regard the... I've had to make multiple new accounts, which I'm going to use as an excuse for not really having very much in the way of unlocks at all. Frosty, what kind of lag is it? What kind of lag are you experiencing there in terms of is it low FPS, or is it kind of looking distorted? What kind of thing? Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly pop back to the bracket screen and do a quick restart on my visor software and see if I can maybe get it to behave a little better that way, because it doesn't seem to be doing the best right now. And a roop. Let's see. There we go. That's looking a lot better. So let's get back into things. There we go, team battle. Let's stick on that military support. Let's put on the private game. Let's put the pass key to ESL 2. Yes, it was a little one-sided. Hopefully having a team battle will make it a little bit more interesting and less completely crushing for one team or the other. Or you still get to die a whole lot more. While waiting for that one to get set up, let's pop back across the bracket and just keep an eye on things. So you've seen a lot of these guys making their way into the round of 32. Let's check and see what's... Oh, never mind all that actually, because we're going to throw ourselves into an actual competitive match. Which is going to be LOS MVP versus Pontianak. That's a tricky name to say. Pontianak? Let's see. So yes, I'm sorry about that, guys. Please feel more than free to be playing with each other while this is all going on, while still watching the stream. I'll just have a quick look through and see if we can find these guys. Let's see, LOS MVP, where are you guys in the bracket? There we go, let's check who's on this team. From Mexico. Let's see, who we got in the... not sure. Maybe Pontianak? We'll have someone who's a little bit more obvious. Jack. Okay, Pontianak is over on the red team in this game. Sorry, the blue team. I do apologise. Let's get all that updated before we go into the game itself. It's going to be Pont. Going up against LOS MVP. Let's just check that's alright. So yes, the team with Jack on is Pontiac. Pontiac? Alright, so in this round of 32 we'll be going into the game on the streets. Of course it's going to be a team battle. Let's check everything's looking groovy. Alright, let's get into things. I'll quickly do an update on that score. Alright, well we're going to get ourselves started off with a little bit of brawling, kills being traded backwards and forwards, of course. LOS MVP taking a little bit of, let's see. Yes, so we're looking at the right guys. Pontianak, or Pont as I'm going to call them because it takes... But yeah, actually a remarkably restrained start to things considering how insane we've seen other games going very, very quickly. I think it looks like the visuals are coming through pretty okay. So do let me know if that's not the case for any of you guys. But we get even up as we close in on the 5-minute mark. A small lead accrued for Pont, who start taking a couple of ones for themselves. Let's see if we can find our MVP. For the moment, it's going to be Slow, who's managed to rack up a couple of kills already in this relatively low scoring game so far. Once we're done with this particular round, we'll go across to Mob Crush and do the giveaway there. And once we're done with this particular game, I'll announce the winner of the YouTube giveaway. Why don't we pop ourselves across to Wolf, who is not long for this world whatsoever. Getting taken out very quickly. Nice use of the high ground there, but Andre spots out and gets the kill for MVP quite smoothly. Still maintaining a very small lead for Pont. Andre, nice positioning there, catching out, using the great use of the cover to be able to catch his opponent unawares. We certainly sound like I think we've got a drone heading around the place explaining the sound effect. I really like it we're seeing from Andre. 5 kills to 1. Continuously making use of this box, getting really nice. Actually going up to 7 to 1. Evidently we have landed ourselves upon a very potent player for Lost MVP. Of course, we'll find out if he's going to... Yes, the Sapper's drone is quite a noisy fella, but I guess it has to be to let people know that they're knocking around. But yeah, Andre doing really, really good so far in this game. But it's starting to mix things up. Now we've got him dropping the drone, and perhaps, there we go, changing up Andre's strategy there. Didn't work out in the end. Now we're turning into a much more brawling style of play. We're seeing the kills going backwards and forwards. And Pont are thriving off of this. Let's pop back to our boy Jack over on Pont and see how they're doing. How they're doing is... Oh no, I thought they were dead. But actually it's themselves. Doing it pretty darn even so far in this game. Let's take a quick look over on the main map. Seems to be that everyone's swarming around the central house. And it is playing into Pont's favour, picking themselves up with a substantial 11 kill lead. Things continue to go the same way. I can only see Lost MVP dropping this first game, or I believe at least is the first game of the series. Maybe we'll see Lost MVP trying to mix things up. Evidently this very close in fighting is not favouring them at all. Of course, they had a lot of success with just camping out behind some boxes and making quite a mess of things. Yes, please do let me know if there's any lag going on. It looks okay from this end. It's a little bit juddery. I don't know if there's if there's anything I can do about that. Have a quick check over on this side. Just drop us back to bracket for just a second, and I'll come back in this just to restart a few things on this end. Well, that one ended out much the same as you might expect. With Pontianak, whose name I will of course always struggle to say properly, cleaning that one up pretty darn smoothly. Yes, I do apologise for the lag on there. I think, well, I'm trying something else to get it working. Fortunately, it's... When I was testing this before, it seemed to go relatively okay. Not perhaps so much this time around. But hey, we'll do the best we can. But yes, we'll be back in just a moment for the second game there, I believe. Just keeping an eye on the admin chat to see if that's going to be the case. Alright, while we're waiting for all of that to get sorted out, we can set ourselves up with another team deathmatch. But yes, you're actually right. We might as well, while we're waiting, figure out what's going on with the winner. So, going to throw everything into the random number generator. Who's it going to be? Okay. Okay, so the winner for our YouTube giveaway, who will no longer be eligible for the other giveaways, is going to be USA Gamer on iOS. So I'm going to pass your details along, and you'll get those given through next time these guys are back in the office. It will definitely not be at least until next week. Oh, no, I speak too soon, actually, because I think we've actually got our second game of that particular series ready for us to go into, so we'll have to skip doing the first one. Let's just see if we can get into game number 2. Hopefully, if I've got the right code. Yes, seems to come from Jack, so that should be alright, players. No worries, USA Gamer, please do stay tuned for the other ones. Give these guys your support. We should be getting into our second game of Pontianak. Pontianak? That sounds relatively sensible. Against Lost MVP. If everything's working. Let's try it again. There we go. So yes, we should shortly be back and live again for the chance for Lost MVP to make things back for themselves. It's going to be 1 up for Pont. We did pretty darn well the first time round. Let's see if we can find some logos for them, if we can. Because hey, who doesn't love to look pretty? Alright, so just a few more players to come in before we get started for our second game of our second round being broadcast. Pont looking very, very strong, of course. I can see a few of you guys in chat coming out for Lost MVP as well. Who certainly fought pretty hard, but hey. I have to think that while their kind of sort of long range picking off play works pretty darn well. Oh, Hacksaw, I was going to do the Mob Crush giveaway after this one started because I was assuming this one was going to start pretty darn soon because the players are creeping into the lobby right now. Yeah, we've already got a couple more players coming in, but yes, there's every chance that we might well see a quick game 2 if we see just as dominating performance as last time. Lost MVP really struggled. Yes, the Mob Crush giveaway, we'll do it after this match has concluded. So either after this game or after the next, if we see Lost MVP manage to come back and bring themselves back into contention. Just waiting on one more and then we'll be able to get things started. Pontianak. Alright, looks like we've got our players. Alright guys, oh there we go, I think we've got 1 or 2 more coming in. Well, while we're waiting, I suppose we might as well get the Mob Crush stuff started giveaway wise. So, to recap for any of you guys, so let's see, so where are we in the competition right now, because we're moving around quite a lot. So currently in the bracket, we're still in our round of 32. So if you guys could throw in to the chat your, let's see. So hashtag RO32, then your platform, then your dog tag. Then I'll be able to get you guys entered in for our Mob Crush giveaway. So this is just on the Mob Crush platform, so if you get yourself across to there, I believe it's modern_combat5, and enter in the chat hashtag RO32, your platform, Android, iOS or PC, and then your dog tag, then you'll get entered in, and we'll do that until Alright guys, starting to get your entries coming in. Over on Mob Crush, got Hacksaw, who is of course our delightful alternative streamer and caster, and MC5 Gamer Pro. Though I think that might not actually be Hacksaw, I think that's someone with a similar name. I get confused easily. But anyway. And a rip. I appreciate that to Hacksaw. Just put them in the mail. Credits, of course, are always in the mail for you. Okay, turns out there was an issue with the previous lobby. So we'll just be joining that in a second. So a quick look up. Please thank. So yeah, okay, yes, we're very nearly there. Excellent. We'll be moving very shortly into the actual game itself. I know you guys have been waiting for this. So, game 2 between Los MVP and Pontianak. One up, of course, for Pontianak. Los MVP going to have to take 2 straight games in order to carry on in this competition and not get thrown out on their behinds. Also, I would ask you guys not to tease the Nightbot because he's only doing his best. Hey, Deadpool Gaming. I'm Counterfeit in today. Just for today. We'll see if I do any more of these after this. At the moment, we can't worry about that because already Pont have managed to accrue themselves a pretty substantial lead. We'll put a hold on the giveaway for now in Mob Crush. We'll pick that up again between games because I won't be able to pay attention to 2 things at the same time. So, let's concentrate ourselves on this. So, Los MVP already falling behind quite substantially. To Hacksaw, probably going to be drawing the Mob Crush winner at the end of this particular series, assuming that we've got enough people in. At the moment, I think we've only got 3 or 4, so please do make your way across to the Mob Crush channel. Mob Crush and just a double check on. But never mind, I'll come back to that in a little bit. Because it's not looking like this match is going to go on very much longer. I'm trying to keep my eye on the comments as well as the game itself, but I'm afraid I will probably miss some while the game itself is going on. So Pont continue to accrue more and more kills. Let's see if we can find our good guy Jack. Doing okay in this game. Are they going to pick up another kill for themselves? Absolutely. It's been a complete stomp so far for Lost MVP. Let's move the overlay around a bit so it's in approximately the right place. Well, there you go. That's a notification I apparently did not remember to turn off on my phone. But hey, I can only apologise. Apparently Do Not Disturb mode doesn't work for everything. Still, let's carry on moving forward, ever onwards into the night. As Pond continue to massively improve their lead. Good old Discord will tell me all about things all the time. Don't worry, Hacksaw, if you do end up winning the giveaway, or to Hacksaw, if you end up winning the giveaway, then you will be notified. Well, you'll just get the credits for it. You don't need to worry about it. It's something you actually need to do after you win or otherwise. Whoops, I do apologise. Misclick there. Pont continuing to accrue an absolutely ridiculous lead. Nikhil, I am reading the comments I can, but there's a lot going on right now. So unfortunately I will not be able to really respond in any meaningful fashion. Pont pick up yet another kill. One more will seal the deal and push them further forward in the competition. Lost MVP managed to grab a couple for themselves, but it's a more or less hopeless proposition coming for this one. Slow, it's going to try and get the first one, and there we go. Pont move forward 2-0. Yes, and I am from England. As you can tell from my offensively English accent at times, but I suspect I ended up doing it more when people pointing it out. But yeah, no real surprise in that last game. Pontianak managed to continue their reign of terror. Lost MVP. Really just couldn't stand up at all. Certainly the first game felt a lot more even at times, but honestly, really nice performance from Pontianak. Let's jump ourselves back across to the bracket, and I don't think it's going to have gone through yet, but let's kind of see where we stand with everything. So, it's going to be international in case they're going to be facing off against each other. The winner of that will face on to Pontianak. At the moment, let's keep an eye on Score Gaming, who so far, of course, being our legendary winners, are through to the round of 16. So yes, while I've got a little bit of time to do so, the Mob Crush giveaway will be reopened for the time being. So please make your way across to Mob Crush and drop in those hashtag RO32, your platform and your dog tag if you would like to get 500 free credits. So far, we've just got to Hacksaw, Gamer Pro and Unerupt over through there, so you've got a very good chance, if you end up going for that you'll get just as, you've got a pretty good chance of actually getting that for yourself. Pretty amazing odds. Let's see. I'm going to bring you guys back in a second. I'm just going to quickly make sure that we don't get any more pop-ups coming through, because I'm literally doing this from a phone. So there we go. Shouldn't have that coming back up again. To Hacksaw, if you've won giveaways and that you've not received them, I believe that there's a batch of them that's a little bit backed up in terms of people getting them sent out, but they are known about, as Anarp is saying. The original Hacksaw talking about that on Twitter, saying that's a known thing. Okay, so I want to see about getting us into another game. I'm not sure about the players of the same team spectating. You'd have to ask the admin guys about that. And please do remain aware that over on the Mob Crush channel, there is still a giveaway going across. If you can find your way across there, then it's hashtag RO32, your platform and your dog tag, and then you can get yourself some free stuff, potentially 500 credits going directly to you. So yes, Gun Streamer, I notice you in the Mob Crush stream. Please do throw in an entry there. Anna up, it's alright. Already got you. You don't need to keep putting in. It's absolutely fine. While we're waiting for the next round or the next set of games to get going. So Gunstreamer, if you just put in the chat hashtag RO32, then your platform, Android, iOS or PC, and then your dog tag, I'll enter you in for the giveaway for 500 credits, which will go directly to your account as and when the guys get back into the office and get on top of things. Just doing a quick restart my phone since it seems to be struggling a little bit. Because I'd love to be able to get a team deathmatch going. Rayhan, I do agree, Haxor is pretty OP. I love watching his broadcasts as well. I can only beg for your patience while I try and learn my way around and try and not get confused too much by things. Unfortunately, the setup for this Android one is still a little bit work in progress. So as you've seen, there'll be times when it's not going to work exactly as much as it would, as perhaps we would like. But I'm just loading things back in again. I'm going to try and pick up and make ourselves into a room so we can at least play some games. That's the most wonderful description I've heard of Haxor. He's a non-laughing person, but I love him. Haxor is definitely a favourite of mine as well. I'll definitely be keeping an eye out, or at least watching the VODs of his streams from tomorrow. Because, yeah, he does excellent work. I can only hope to emulate him. Just trying to load myself back into game now. There we go. I think it's behaving itself a little bit better. There we go. Okay, excellent. So, everything's back up and working again. Let's make ourselves a team deathmatch match. Or a team battle, I guess, if you want to use actual terms or in the actual game. So if you use the pass key ESL1, thanks, Anna up. Sure, Haxor. If you end up winning that giveaway, then you'll certainly get those credits passed across to you. So the pass key is ESL1. ESL1 if you want to join the team battle in the streets. Hopefully that's all gone through okay. If I end up finding that nobody's joining, then it might be that I typed in the password wrong. No, there we go. Here we are. Black Jaguar, welcome. Strider as well. Alright, Nikhil. Feel more than free to just watch things. Well, we'll see how many people we can get in. Gun streamer, I think I might have missed your entry. Could you just post it back again? So just in the chat, the hashtag R2 platform and dog tag again. I may have been looking away at the time. The chat unfortunately does go past pretty fast. Cool. So... Oh yeah, sorry, gun streamer, I have found your entry there, Real. Alright guys, we're looking pretty good here. I'm starting to at least set up for a 3v3. Please do let me know. Or at least let me know by turning up in the game. Yes. Oh man, we're pulling in some pretty good numbers here. So this time round, looks like we got 5v5. Can we get a little bit more in? We'll see. Leave it a couple of seconds. Yep, Gun Streamer managed to pull through your entry. Okay. It looks like we're not going to be getting any more in. So, let's throw ourselves into battle for a 5-on-5 team battle on the streets. The mean streets. The meanest streets, perhaps. Prepare to marvel at my ineptitude. It's Gunstreamer. We'll do the giveaway in just a second. And don't worry about putting more entries into the Mob Crush. You've definitely got you in at the moment. I'll just do a double check on who we've got. So at the moment we've got Tahaxa, Gamer Pro, Anurup, and Gunstreamer. So that's only 4 people for the Mob Crush giveaway. There's a very good chance if you go across the Mob Crush channel and enter in quickly before this game ends, that you'll be able to get those 500 credits very easily. A quick drink while waiting. And of course I will be the prize calf fatted up for sacrifice, because I'm absolutely atrocious at this game, but hey.
We can do this!
Let's see how many seconds I can stay alive.
Enemy recon activated.
Oh gosh, oh gosh. Be merciful. Whoop. Okay, well there you go. Didn't even see the person who shot me in the face. Yes, the giveaways are being done one on each of our platforms. Oop, and I'm dead again. I'm effectively playing as a spectator who just dies all the time. I got EMP'd, so I don't really know what's going on. I'm getting shot in the back, and now I'm dead. Aaron J. Pizza Gaming with the excellent idea of killing everyone. I think that's an excellent strategy. Oops, I was looking away for a second, now I'm dead again. Oh boy, oh boy. I promise that at least on the PC I'm not as terrible as I am right here, but not that much better. Just semi-competent. Oh god. Timar. Absolutely murderizing me once again. I think I might just stay in the spectate view because honestly, I'm not getting anywhere near actually getting any kills. Oh darn, I can't even do that. Alright. Charge! Oh, and I'm dead again. Gun streamer, I appreciate your support in this difficult time of at least pretending. Wait, that's no, that's on my side. Excellent. Sorry, noob. I can only be sorry to you that I make no claims of being even remotely competent in this game. I might just run around a bit and hope nobody shoots me for a few seconds so that I can at least... Nope, that's not going to happen. Alright. Rayan, you are not wrong. I am absolutely the superest of the noobs. Not with the most deaths in the game. On Android, I don't even know if I'm in any kind of league. On PC, I think I managed to claw my way into gold. But it's not perhaps the most convincing of performances. Let's just check everything's... I'm going to try doing it by a different renderer. You'll notice the giant... Or the... Let's go for this software and see if it's any better. Oh, nice. I oftentimes get horribly murdered by Platinum players, so I can definitely appreciate what it takes to get up there. I will keep you guys updated as and when I know some more information about the tournament in progress. But for the time being, let's merely spend our time horribly slaughtering me. I don't know, do you know if you guys have the PC one that we can actually play a PC game with a decent amount of players? That is not doing well, is it, on the stream? Okay. Let's try it. It might be that this particular piece of software isn't quite up to it as far as this goes, in which case we might have to change to something else. Alright, let's try that. See if it's any better. No. I'm just going to quickly knock us back to the bracket second and try and reset this and see if that makes any difference. So I close this off and start it up again. Maybe it will behave itself a little bit better. Let's see. Oh boy, I think I almost shot at somebody. It does actually seem to be doing alright this time around. So maybe that was what it was, is that I just needed to change a box to another box. Well, hopefully it will remain... Oh, no, I spoke too soon. Because it stopped working almost straight away. Alright, well, this gives us a chance to at least view it myself. Let's just try... Let's see if we can work on anything here.
They've mobilized a recon aircraft.
Oh, back into things. Does this seem to be any better? Getting fire cracked almost straight away. It does actually seem to be maintaining relatively okay. Let's actually...
Recon activated.
Let's see about trying to make this look a little bit better. Alright, well, that should get it fitting the screen at least a little bit more. Doesn't seem to be having a lot of luck as far as actually not freaking out, guys. Honestly, I'm not even sure it's, in this case, it actually is the Android one that's having problems. I think it's merely the way which I've been trying to get it put across. My gun does very suck. I cannot argue with that. Alright, trying one more time, of course. As you might expect, things not going amazingly. Alright, let's see if we have any better luck this time around. Hooah! The reason I'm using compact is because I don't actually have any guns in this one. Okay.
They've mobilized a recon aircraft.
We seem to be having a little bit better luck with it this time around. I think I shot someone. Alright, just gonna check in on... Oh, gonna have to drop out of this one because we have in fact got a match for your... Chibi Steven, thank you for noticing my incredible compact skills. Truly they are the thing of myth and legend, spoken of around the campfire as those who raise their young tell the stories of that time that counterfeit hit someone with a bullet from the compact. I'm hoping, Gamer Supremo, that some of the changes they've done on this side might make it behave itself a little bit better. We'll see if that's actually the case or not. can only apologise for the technical issues. We'll continue to work on them and hopefully get it to the point where it's going to make a little bit more sense than it would otherwise. Just going to put it down to 1 megabit, and hopefully that's going to be less laggy. I'm not sure. Oh, Interrupt, you do remind me that the oh, whoops. I got into the game, but they started up with me. May need to ask them to restart this game because I think I might be in spectate again. The reporting from the front lines is apparently a speciality of mine, involuntarily perhaps, as the team's so keen to get started off that they would prefer to have me on their team than merely just spectating them.
Time for action.
Yes, I have been successfully trolled.
Enemy recon
In
aircraft
that I am in the game. I don't know if it's...
Enemy recon aircraft spotted.
Well, let's take a little bit of a look around. But I need to quit out before I start affecting the actual score of the game. So that's a little unfortunate. This guy is certainly getting stuck in pretty darn quickly, so enthusiastic that we got carried along with them. But hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles, I suppose. Yes, so while we're waiting, why don't we've got 4 entries for the Mob Crush, so let's see about getting ourselves... Alright. Oh! Well, he'll be pleased, because the winner of our Mob Crush giveaway today is going to be Hacksaw. Apparently... up on iOS. Commiserations to those who didn't win it this time around. We've still got 2 more giveaways to give things away in. So, there's a very good chance that you'll be able to still will win something today, either on Facebook or elsewhere. Let's see, so where have we got to do still? Facebook, and what was the other one? Oh, Facebook and Twitch, of course. How could I forget Twitch? Interrupt, thank you for being an excellent sport, as always. But there will, of course, be the other giveaways going on. Yeah, why not? We'll be doing the Twitch giveaway next, coming up fairly soon. So I'm going to head back into things once more. I suppose we might as well just get that started with another team battle, because hey, why not? Alright guys, so let's not keep you waiting around too much longer. For the gun streamer at the moment, at the moment I haven't got too much of anything on this particular account. It's just it's a new account made specifically for streaming on this one. But as soon as we're able to, then we'll be back with more competition. There's been a bit of a delay with administrative stuff. The Twitch giveaway will commence in a little while. We're going to wait at least one more round before, or until we've had at least one more game on stream before we start giving away more codes, because we've already done 2, and we're nowhere near finishing off for today. Roberto Simon, evidently the master of the emoji, because of course, less, as is so often the case, is more. Right guys, while we're waiting for everything here, hey Interrupt, they've made it across to, Interrupts made it across to our Twitch platform, which is of course very smart, being in the exact right place for the next giveaway, which will commence before too much longer. Just doing a little bit of a reset on a few bits and pieces here to try and get everything working. Hey RJ Meringue on YouTube. You make an excellent point. Of course, we do want to see all of the fine and battles that are going on. Do my very darndest to get those to you as soon as is humanly possible. If and when my equipment stops misbehaving, as it is unfortunately a little prone to do right now. Let's try changing to something else. And don't bother typing anything for the moment, because we'll be not doing the giveaway for a little while yet. Hey, nice, yo lol. Nice of you to make it across to the Twitch channel. Please do so. Find the official Modern Combat 5 channel and make yourself known. Arab, I admire your enthusiasm, but unfortunately there's nothing to type right now. It's going to be very similar to the previous giveaways, but no actual giveaways as of yet. Oh, of course, yes. I should be. In case any of you guys unaware of where the particular Twitch one is, it's going to be at modern_combat5. Hey, it's nice to see a few of you guys have made it across to the Twitch channel. I'm not going to do it immediately. I'm just going to check in and see how we're doing. Anna, thank you for your support of your comrade there, letting him know that that you're supporting his whim. Having some, unfortunately, I do apologize, guys. I'm having some problems with the software I'm using on this end to get my phone to show up on screen. I'm hoping I can figure out quite what's going on with it, because at the moment it seems to be misbehaving itself a little bit too much for my liking. I need to do a quick restart on my phone. Alright, well, while we're waiting for all of that to get sorted out, which I'm sure it will be in a little while, we might as well get started on our Twitch giveaway, which will be our third of our 4 giveaways this evening. So, if you'd like to enter into that, it's going to be hashtag RO32, your platform. So iOS, Android, or PC, and then your dog tag, and then I'll get you put in for our giveaway. But remember, that will only count if it's this time round in the Twitch stream. So if I don't see it coming through the Twitch stream, it will not be counted for this third and penultimate giveaway. And up, of course, first in there himself, making sure he doesn't get forgotten about. Remember, Anna, you only need to do this once. So I've got you entered in there. Let's see, I'm going to do my very darndest to get us back up and running with an actual game as well, if it starts behaving itself a little bit better. There we go. Oh, phew, that's a relief. So, without too much further ado, we're going to get ourselves set up for a team battle, probably back on the streets again, so you can continue to laugh at my ineptitude. Let's just make sure that's all looking groovy. Alright, pick me please. An entirely appropriate choice of name. Sigviggy, remember you need to get across to the Twitch channel in order for that to count. Argent. Argent Salvo, got your entry, put that one in. So remember, make your way across to the link below, and then throw that all of that in the chat, and you'll be entered. Saga, if you're having problems with signing up, I'd have to get in touch with the ESL guys who actually run the tournament itself. Okay, but while that's all going on, let's check Hat Mouse Counter. You are now entered as well. So just as these guys are, if you get across onto the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/modern_combat5, and enter in hashtag RO32, your platform and your dog tag, then you too we'll be able to enter. Yep, enter up. As I said, one time is enough for giveaways. You have been put in there, and you've been qualified. So I'm going to create a team battle with the passcode ESL on the Android platform. So if you guys are feeling like slaughtering me some more, then please do so. And a reminder, if you put yourself across to twitch.tv/modern_combat5, then you'll be able to enter into our giveaway. So the winner for YouTube today was USA Gamer. The winner for Mob Crush was MC5 to Haxel. Evidently a tribute act for the delightful caster Haxel, who will be with us tomorrow. Anna Rupp, of course, yet to be a winner, but certainly not to be dissuaded. Very, very enthusiastic. Oh, I see. There's just trying to get the game set up for you guys at the moment. Having a little bit of a server problem there, but hopefully we'll be able to get it sorted out pretty shortly. Going to change it over to MC5 Gamer Pro. If you've got some outstanding winnings from other ones, then I believe that there's a backlog at the moment, and they'll be taken care of next week. Let me just check in. Josie Benitez on YouTube. If you've got any issues in terms of how things going on in the tournament, then I would definitely create a ticket. That's going to be the easiest way to be able to get that resolved for you, because admins will do their very best. They're working exceptionally hard to make sure everyone has as smooth a tournament as possible, and tickets are really the best way to get noticed. Even if they can't answer it straight away, they will do their very darndest to make sure that you don't get forgotten about. If if any amount of time goes past without you having been addressed, then just all I can recommend is just maybe to follow the second ticket. But honestly, put in the chat, the admins are way too busy to be looking at any of the chats here. So tickets are very much the way to go. Doesn't look like at the moment I'm having very much luck with creating a game. I hope that the tournament isn't running into the same problem, because that would be very unfortunate. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly jump out of that and jump back in, make sure I got the right one. So if you use the passkey ESL1 on the Android platform, you should be able to join in the game once it's finished. I'm also getting word that if you can also go to the Modern Combat 5 forums with your ticket number. So yeah, if you guys want to play a team battle, then on Android, ESL1 will get you into a game with myself, so you can enjoy watching me flail around and get horribly slaughtered. Whenever I do this, I'm always a little bit worried that I might have entered in the wrong password, but I do think that I've got the right one this time, though of course I've been trying to set up the game so many times that I've forgot. I do apologise, Black Jaguar. I'm just going to quickly toss us out of here and make sure we're actually in team battle. I was having a little bit of problem with setting up the game before. Just going to set it up one more time. Alright, while we're doing that, so unfortunately, all of the matches are in progress at the moment, so we're just going to stick ourselves into custom games. And Arip and others, if you'd like to join in, password ESL1 for a team battle. Yes, unfortunately I did have to leave on which we were just in, because I realised I set it to the wrong type. While we're waiting for those ones to get set back up and put back in again, why don't we hop up across to the bracket, refresh and have a quick rundown of who's playing what. Mustnir, the giveaway is still going forward at the moment, so if you'd like to enter in the Twitch chat, just type in hashtag RO32, your platform, and then your dog tag, and you'll get entered in. We've currently got 4 entries. So you've got a very good chance of being able to steal away 500 credits for your very self. And if, while we're waiting for the current round of competition to get sorted out, we also can join in with passkey ESL1 for a team battle, which will definitely not be a complete massacre of myself over and over again. But yes, while we're waiting, let's take a quick run down the bracket. So, SSG and War has kind of made it through to the round of 16. Let's have a look and see if we can see our big names down here. Pontianak, who we saw before. Oh, I'll put it in here. Passkey is ESL1. So Pontianak is waiting to see who the winner of Case versus Shadow of Death is going to be. Hey, Twitch giveaway 123. What an appropriate name. Oh boy. The your dog tag is a little bit of a giveaway there. A Twitch giveaway, as Pick Me Please. We're only allowing 1 entry per dog tag per player. So nice try, but not this time. Fusion versus Ramstein. Let's have a look. Follow up the bracket. So Ramstein went out in DC Fusion versus Ramstein. If we can pick up another player for ESL1. Then we can get started with that. I'll just keep an eye on the... Oh, I think actually, saying all of this, and I do apologise if this does turn out to be the case, we might actually have a competitive match coming up in just a moment, as ludicrous as that notion sounds. Okay, in that case, I do apologise. We'll have to jump out of here and get onto things. Because, yes, we're going to be seeing Pontianak versus Shadows of Death for our round of 16. So Pontianak returning. Let's see if we can get Shadows of Death. There we are. Sporting the Grim Reaper. So this is going to be a round of 16 match. Let's make sure that these numbers are matching up correctly, because they're not all correct. Yes, I do apologise to you guys for leaving the custom match. It's because we've got another actual competitive match about to start. Mustn't see it. Mustn't, sir. Cool, I've got your entry there. Through the Twitch chat, thank you for doing that. And please, to remind us, everyone, I'm sure you're getting tired of me saying this, but if you go put in a hashtag RO32, your dog tag and your platform, into the Twitch chat, which you can find here, then you'll be entered in. We've currently got 5 entries, so you've got a pretty good shot at being able to steal away those fabulous prizes. Good to see the important questions are being asked in the YouTube chat about the status of various anime shows. We've got a chance here to see a real life anime playing out before our eyes. No, we haven't, not really. As we get set up for our round of 16 match between Pontianak, who we saw win out pretty thoroughly before, going up against Shadows of Death, who are sporting, of course, the most terrifying of Grim Reapers as their logos. Certainly, a terrifying prospect to take to the field against. We'll see how things go. It looks like having a little bit of a reset on that particular game, so we'll have a little bit of delay before that comes up. While we are waiting, let's pop ourselves back to the bracket again and see if we can spot. So between the winners of Pontianak and Shadows of Death, we're going up against the winner of Legendary Greeks against Paradise. Don't know too much about those guys, but they've made their way pretty far into the tournament already, so hey, who knows? Manan Vidaya, let's see. Yep, got your entry in there. So we'll keep this Twitch giveaway going while this match is going on, assuming it all goes ahead as planned. I do, yes, say, thank you, Pizza Gaming, for your understanding. I can appreciate that you guys want to see some top quality Modern Combat 5 action, and that's certainly what I'd like to do as well. We should hopefully be able to get into one before too much longer. I think the I believe they're setting the game up again. I think they might have changed the password or passkey to something else. Oh, I see. There's some connection issues on that side. Which means that the... Okay, well, in that case, while we're waiting, I'll just double check to see if... Alright, in that case, we might as well just get along with a team battle again. Let's... ESL1 will be the passkey again. Oh, try hard COD gamer. Got your entry as well. Yes, so I'm setting up another team battle. With the passkey ESL1. I may have to drop out. Oh, wait. Yes, as soon as I say that, of course, immediately the match seems to be picking up once more. There were some connection issues before, which have caused it to not perhaps be as swift starting as we would have liked. But I think we're about to be back in, courtesy of Jack, who has been looking out for us so far. Yes, Rock Gaming on YouTube. I've been specifically trying to perhaps avoid school gaming just because there's every possibility that this that school gaming will do incredibly well once again. And honestly, I'm really hoping that we can perhaps catch someone who's in a position to challenge them come the finals, most likely. Pizza Gaming, I very much appreciate your support. It's certainly not my first time playing it, though I'll be trying to play more so I can keep up with you guys and at least get a better appreciation of what's going on. I'm playing a fair bit on the PC recently, but there's certainly a lot of ground to make up for. Just trying to join in at the moment. I would certainly not claim to be anything other than a noob at things. And as I said, I appreciate all you guys' patience as we try and get our things started. I think there we go. I've gotten into the game itself, so it looks like we shouldn't be too long for heading into another exciting game of Modern Combat 5. So Shadows of Death will be on the blue side this time round, with Pontianak on the red. in the interest of giving them a more exciting sounding team name, I'm going to bring them through as Death this time around. But we're only a few moments away. Alright guys, so I don't know if you have any particular opinions on this one, because these teams not being perhaps as well known as some other teams, score. But please let us know in the various chats who you think is going to come out ahead this time around. Oop. Yes, we are in. Excellent. So let's transition across and see how things are going immediately. Holy moly, these guys love to fight. Already we're seeing an enormous amount of ultra violence being thrown through. Let's just tweak the screen a little bit to make sure you guys get to see as much action as possible. Let's make sure as well that the scores have been reset. But wow, already such a game, already going up to 20 kills before we've even really gotten started in things. Death certainly living up to the name. But it's Pontianak, of course, still putting on quite the performance. Let's see if we can find our #1 player, if they're not dead already. No, it's not going to be next. Alright, Note 3 seems like a good person to start with. So, of course, saying this immediately, they're going to fall over. There's just been so many kills already, and Death have actually managed to accrue themselves a tiny lead, which I'm sure is going to serve them in very good stead as things go on. Let's see if we can find the big player for Death. It's not gonna... Here we go. I'm not even sure what that player's name's supposed to be. Shan? Dishan? I'm gonna go with Dishan. So Dishan doing pretty good work so far. 11-5 in this game. Unfortunately, the second we start really looking at what he's doing, he immediately gets horribly murdered. But hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles. But still, Death have managed to pull themselves ahead to a pretty reasonable lead, carrying that 7 kill up, and also contesting for this rooftop, which has been so important. We've seen this in so many tournaments. The team that's been able to hold onto that rooftop have done very well for themselves. Let's take a look across the track. Not having the best of games, but does pick up a kill for himself. We're going to be seeing some of that strategic support coming in with the EMP getting dropped down by Death, just to try and confuse things a little bit more. Kills being exchanged left, right and centre. Pontianak struggling to get back into the driver's seat in this game. Still, Death hold themselves onto a smaller lead than they had before, but a very even game. And honestly, it's really nice to see these two teams, which up until this point at least, seem very evenly matched. We have seen Pontianak managed to close the distance to just 5 from what was a considerably larger lead before. Managed to pick up one more. We do see Rahul stalking his way around to the top of the roof. It does seem like Death have managed to hold on to at least this half of it, but that might be about to change. Still has the high ground, takes out next in a hurry, and it's going to be that 6th kill with the recon aircraft coming in, starting to build up those kill streaks, starting to get a little bit more presence in this map. Still, that 5 kill disparity remains pretty constant. Pontianak managing to hold on, but they can't quite claw things back. They're going to need to do something pretty substantial to be able to pull themselves back into this one. They are picking up individual kills, but with Drone coming out, that high ground advantage for Death means they keep bringing in more and more kills, keep maintaining that small advantage, which is all they need to be able to secure this game 1. Let's pop around and have a quick look at what's going on for here. Note 3 doing alright for himself. Simeon really suffering this game, 1-7. Not the best of games at all. Slow, with a good amount of deaths, a good amount of kills, but of course, the second that happens, they immediately get taken out. life expectancy not hugely high in this game. It's now an 8-kill lead for Death, who've really showed up. Started out not perhaps the best, but then immediately started accruing so many kills. And at this point, all they need to do is just carry on trading those kills before... and the game will slowly and surely turn in their favour. That 8-kill advantage, less than 2 minutes left in this game. Let's pop ourselves across to another player, see if we can find out what's going on here. AJM, for Death, also having a similarly not great game, but a lot of it has been down to Bisham, who's been working very hard. 14 kills, survives on 1% health. What a beast. That auto turret being deployed for Death is going to make it that much harder for Pont to be able to get back on top of things. 4 more kills will seal the deal for them. Oh, in favour of Death, rather. 2 more kills now. EMP strike coming in as well. Confusing things even further. Another kill's going to fall. 1 more kill's going to do it, and I think that's going to be it. Slow, desperately fighting for their lives. Manages to stay alive. Minimal health. Managing to regen up, just hiding. But no, it will not be enough to keep them in the game. Death go up 1-0. A very nicely played game. Well, honestly, I'm really impressed. I mean, how well we saw Pontiac playing before. To have that decisive of a win from Shadows of Death, really, really impressive. Alright guys, so we're going to be doing the finalised Twitch giveaway in just a second, but make sure that, just want to make sure we've got everyone in here before we do so. So I am still seeing a few new entries coming in here. Just going to read out everyone we've gotten so far, just in case. If you do not hear your name on this list, then I must have missed your entry. So please do enter again. So we've got Anterup, Pick Me Please 123, oh man, it's a little bit obvious when someone enters more than once using the same tag, so I would probably recommend against it. So Arjun Salvo is in, Mutan Sir, Manavadia, Tryhard Cog Gamer, and Matteo. And we shouldn't be too far off from getting into our second game. What a great first game it was. Pontianak, who was so dominant in the first game we saw them this evening, did almost manage to hold on in that last game, but ultimately Lords of Death doing great work. Lords of Death, Shadows of Death, doing great work to hold on to the high ground. So yes, while I'm getting set up for the second game, just gonna quickly go through there and make sure Interrupt. So British Kiddo, I don't think I've got you in there. Let's just do a quick check through my... There you go, I found you in the list. So I'll just add you. I do apologise, I need to find a better way of keeping track of all of this stuff. But I'll do my best to make sure everyone gets put in. Let's see. Manavadia is already in. Okay, it looks like we've got everyone in, so I'll just quickly run through the names. Anirup, Pick Me Please, Arjun Salvo, Mussensor 16, Manan Vedia, Tryhard Cog Gamer, Matteo, British Kiddo, all in there. I think British Kiddo, please stop making alternate Twitch accounts to try and enter in multiple times, because I can see that it's the same. It's the same tag. If like it does mean it ends up getting a little bit confusing. Load Gaming, if you want to enter in this particular giveaway, it is the Twitch giveaway, which I'll just post a link in now to all the chats. If you go in there and put in your hashtag RO32, your dog tag, and your platform, then you can enter in. CV, I'm glad that you're happy to see this coming out on Android. I can only apologise that the technical things haven't perhaps been as good as hoped. We're still sort of testing out new technology here, and it's not working perhaps as much as I would hope. It's possible we might be able to find a better piece of software for doing this. But for the time being, we just have to do what we can. Looks like we are just getting set up for the next one. While we're doing that, if there are any of you guys who are looking to sneak in the last part of the competition, then please do so. Get yourself across to the Twitch, get that entry in before we get started in the game, because once we've started, I'll be closing off our entries. At the moment, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just check none of those guys are the same as each other, because we've had a little bit of a spate of people making multiple Twitch accounts, which is definitely not okay. Look, gaming, there's absolutely nothing stopping you from heading yourself across to the Twitch chat and getting your entry in here. There'll be one more entry across on the Facebook to end us out this evening. Alright guys, we are going to be heading into our second game of our best of 3. I'm just going to quickly do a restart on the stream just to make sure that our guys on the Facebook are included, because I think there's a bit of a problem with the stream on there. We should be just a second. Let's see, there's videos. Alright, we'll be back in just a second. Shouldn't be more than about 30 seconds.